Quilty is brought to you by Baby Lock Sewing and Long Arm Machines. Baby Lock, for the love of sewing. Aurifil. Aurifil Italian thread, perfectly suited for all your quilting projects. Fairfield. Together, we can make beautiful things. Free Spirit. A new generation of creative and playful fabrics perfect for fashions, home decor, quilting, crafting, and more. Hovels Sewing. Cut it close with Hovels. Moda. Make something quilty with Moda fabrics. Thermoweb. Manufacturer of heat and bond adhesives and new luxe interfacings, proudly made in the USA. Hello, welcome to Quilty. The show this week features Emily Lang. Emily Lang,
Hi.
Welcome back.
Hi.
It's really good to have you back.
It's good to be back.
You are one of the best technicians I know. I'm serious. It's true. Your skill at working small and stitching, it's beautiful. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm wearing glasses in honor of you because today we're doing a project that you designed that's in Quilty magazine. It's an eyeglass case, and I'm going to take these off because they're not actually mine, and I'm getting a terrible headache. So we're gonna feature the glasses case here by putting these glasses into one of these gorgeous little guys. Can you tell me about making this project? Did you enjoy it?
I did. Actually, it came about because my niece was in town and she was about 10 and wanted to sew something. She just got glasses, so we made glasses cases.
That's perfect, and I bet she liked her glasses even more.
Yes.
Because she had
Oh,
this
yes.
great case. Cool. Okay, well, we've got a few different kinds here, and we'll take a look at those again. But take me through the steps on this project. We have some step outs right here. What comes first?
First, you start out just cutting all your pieces. They're all pre-cut, so they're going to match up just perfectly when you sew them.
Okay.
The next step you'll just take each of these and sew them together in a line. So that'll...
Right, this to this,
Yep.
this to this.
And that'll give us these guys here.
Okay. And that is quarter-inch seam, just like
Quarter-inch
everything
seams,
else?
yeah. The more precise, the better, especially with this finishes at, about half an inch. So the more precise, the better.
Sure.
Right. So you'll be left with this.
And that can be anything you like. I mean, of course, any fabrics you want, and what a great scrap project.
Yes, absolutely. Everything straight from the scrap bin.
Awesome.
So next we have this one.
This guy.
And so then once you've got all of that together, you can use a fusible batting there, or you can use just a regular scrap of batting if you've got it around.
Fusible fleece we talked about,
Fusible
right?
fleece, yes, is the code word if you're shopping.
Right.
But so you can fuse that then to the back of your patchwork.
Okay, so let me just show to make sure. So we have a backing piece too. Okay, so not just you've got your stitched patchwork, and then you have your backing piece as well.
So you'll have your fusible on the back of here.
Got it. So the fusible goes on to the patchwork side.
Yes, on the patchwork side. It keeps it very nice and crisp while you're sewing.
Great.
Next you'll sew the lining to the short side here.
Okay.
So it's pretty simple. You just stack up all your pieces, sew right down. And a little sneaky tip here is to press that all the way over to that batting side. It seems counterintuitive, but in the end it'll give you a really nice press. So you won't have to fiddle with that later.
Now, I'm always scared to press batting, like depending on what it's made of, right? But this is okay. You
This
can
is
do a little
okay.
bit
You
of
can
pressing.
press right on top of it. I wouldn't do it if you are pressed right on top of it without a pressing cloth. If you had, polyester or a synthetic batting.
Right.
This is a mix, I think.
Okay, great. So pressing cloth, good.
Pressing
good,
cloth,
good tip.
yeah.
Okay,
All right.
great. So that's the lining there.
That's the lining
Got it.
here. So,
Okay.
and
Then
then
we
the next
have
one.
our little guy.
So this is the trickiest part, and it's not tricky at all. Is you'll fold it down in half this way.
Okay.
You're just going to stitch all the way around, leaving a little bit of a gap.
I'm gonna just walk because we have time to do it.
Sure.
I just want to do that part. So you're sewing it like this.
Yes,
Okay.
you'll just fold
Cool.
it forward.
Great.
So all the way around, you're going to leave about a 2.5 inch gap
Right.
in your stitches so that you'll turn it through there.
Okay. Whenever I don't do a lot of this kind of projects. I don't because I'm just a quilt maker. I tend to stick to those things, but you have to turn it. You're sewing it inside out, so then you turn it right side out. And most people who do these things, they're like, yeah. But if you don't do bags or little projects like this, and you sew it shut, you gotta undo your stitching because you have to have a place in which to turn it out.
And even if
you're gonna do that,
even if you're a regular for that,
yeah.
you'll still have to rip out those stitches occasionally.
And you might not have a big enough hole
Yeah,
either, too.
yeah.
And you have to do it. Okay,
So,
great.
and then I always try to give a little press here. That'll make it easier to sew that hole shut.
Oh, that's a great tip. That's great. Okay, so then you turn it out.
So then we're just going to turn it out. The easiest way that I find is just to stick your finger in there. Since it's small, you're going to bunch it all up around your thumb.
Okay, get right in here so they can really get a good shot of that. So you just, scooch
So
it
you're
down
going
like
to
a
bunch it
sock.
all the way down. Yeah, just like a sock or, nylons or something. And you want to get your thumb all the way down in that point.
Okay.
And stick your finger there, and then you're just going to start working it back onto your finger.
Wow. It's like a little cot.
Yeah.
Like a little finger in a blanket.
Yeah. So you're going to work that through, and once you get it back to the side, you can see there's the end.
Look at that.
And once you get a hold of that, it's just smooth sailing. It's just all going to pop right out.
Oh my gosh, look at that. I love it. Now, I have this handy dandy tool called a stiletto, and you brought in a Sharpie.
Yes.
You may need these things at this point.
The stiletto, depending on how pointy it is, might rip through your corner.
Ooh, bad.
So that's why I'm leery, because I always do trim. You might have seen I trimmed those corners up real tight. You don't want to poke through those, because it'll make your project a mess.
That's true.
So
one note about that stiletto. I'm not arguing
Yes.
with you. Not arguing with you.
note.
But it is a rubber tip stiletto, which is good. But still, it's if you have thin fabric, it's no good. So that's a great tip.
You can also use your the point of your seam ripper to just stick in here and pull out.
Sure.
But otherwise, you just shove your lining back in, because that doesn't need to be perfect.
No, and your glasses repeatedly going into the case will help it too.
So then you're just going to push here, and eventually all those corners will work themselves right out.
That is so great.
Of course, it's not being easy.
While you're doing that, and while I do a magic trick, I want you to tell us your blog so we can go visit you all these cool things.
My blog is Mommy's Nap Time at blogspot.com.
And you can find this in Quilty Magazine, this project. Emily, thank you so much. I don't just do sewing, I do magic. So I can make the glasses appear in this one.
Ta-da!
Whoa! How did I do it? I don't know. Emily, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Excellent tutorial and excellent stuff. We will see you again on Quilty, and we'll hope to have you back.
Yes, thank you.
Quilty is brought to you by Baby Lock Sewing and Long Arm Machines. Baby Lock, for the love of sewing. Aurifil Italian thread, perfectly suited for all your quilting projects. Fairfield, together we can make beautiful things. Free Spirit, a new generation of creative and playful fabrics perfect for fashions, home decor, quilting, crafting, and more. Hovels Sewing, cut it close with Hovels. Moda, make something quilty with Moda fabrics. Thermoweb, manufacturer of heat and bond adhesives and new luxe interfacings, proudly made in the USA.